Alright, we're back. I just arrived at the edge of Jerusalem, and I know I said I'd wait until everything was all scaled and everything, but there's one simple pleasure that I just have to convey you all, and that is running over a shit ton of people with the horse. Because there's absolutely no consequences to any of this. And honestly, it just brings a big smile to my face every time I do it, because they all react, and they all fall over, and then they all get up, and just pretend that nothing happened. And I just can't get over it. But I also wanted to apologize while I was still thinking about it, because it looks like the last little video thingy I recorded, for whatever reason during the stream, like the ending got kind of corrupted. So like the little like farewell message didn't quite get through. And I don't know why that happened. But I just wanted to apologize for that. Even though there was I'm pretty confident there was almost nothing I could do about that. And I didn't even realize it was happening until pretty much right until the end. I got a little notification that it was getting a little laggy and that maybe my bitrate might need adjustment for some reason. But anyway, whoa. It also occurred to me that there was a pretty decent conversation with the Rafik. You know, the guy who gives you your assassination missions. There's a pretty decent little conversation with him before I could get started on the last two. And so I thought maybe I would just start from the beginning and just record it and then go, just real quick, have some shenanigans and some escapades as I climb stuff. And, plus, this is the one that hates me, so he's bound to have something interesting to say. Whoop, I meant to go down. Down you go. Come on, I'll tell you. You have to talk to a one-armed man who hates you.
Malik.
Word that the city was possessed of either. Why do you trouble me today?
Al-Mualim has marked Majduddin for death. What can you tell me about him?
Salahuddin's absence has left the city without a proper leader, and Majduddin has appointed himself to play the part. Fear and intimidation get him what he wants. He has no true claim to the position.
That ends today.
You speak too readily. This is not some slaver we're discussing. He rules Jerusalem and is well protected because of it. I suggest you plan your attack carefully. Get to better know your prey.
With your help, I will. Where would you have me begin my search?
What's this? You're actually asking for my assistance instead of it. I'm impressed.
Be out with it.
As you wish. Here's where I would look. First, to the southwest near the mosque. After that, head south of here. There are two locations that might interest you. The southernmost church is one, the other is in the streets, near a synagogue.
Thank you for your help, Dari.
Don't foul this, Altair.
Well, I mean, with a well-wishing like that, how can I do anything but succeed? So he wants me to go south of here, which means we're going to the poor district of Jerusalem. Which means not as many handholds, probably. Because shittier buildings. Although I suppose you could construe that into there being more like, shoddy, sort of ramshackle outcroppings. I guess we'll find out. Typically, though, my experience is the opposite. Alrighty. I need to find a tower with an eagle. I see an eagle. What the fuck? What the heck was that? My boy, come on. That was some terrible climbing. He just straight up was just like, nope. Jumping off that roof there, bro. That's what I'm doing. Alright, we're gonna leap and grab it. There you go. That's the way you did what? I should never praise you. Because the very next thing you do is just such a disappointment. But I guess, from a person who can't move in diagonal ways when he's on anything but a flat ground surface, what can I expect from you? I'll tell you what indeed. It better be, as sometimes tedious as saving the citizens can be, they can be arguably very useful. I just wish I could air assassinate so I could Yeah, like in the next game, so that I don't have to like jump down and it'd be like poke, and then I poke you too. I always pick the guys who are the biggest pain in the ass to kill in open combat because you can get like free pets, you know. Aha! Come at me. Alright.
Thank you, my boy. I only wish my sons were half as brave as you. I'll see to it that they hear this tale and know what it is to be a true hero.
That's right. I'm awesome. Come on, let go so I can go back to my business. And you've got scholars for me. Cool shit. Those guys in particular come in really, really handy. So I can do a total of 6 investigations in this tiny little area. Wow. Okay. And then there's, in addition, there's, yeah, but I only got to do 3. But I'm going to do all 6, again, as usual. Because, damn it, if we're going to play this game, we're really going to fucking play this game, alright? Oh.
They sent word you wish to speak with me.
Majduddin intends another execution today.
Ooh.
We must ensure all goes well.
It is my duty to serve.
Bring the document I've given you to your master. This way he'll know where my men are at all times. And be quick about it. We can ill afford any delays.
There will be none, you have my word. Is there anything else?
We've reason to believe they've infiltrated the city. Majduddin fears for his safety. Truth be told, I don't blame him. A man in his position has many enemies.
I'm sure your men will keep him safe.
God willing.
They're worried about me, are they? Well, far be it from me to be the boogeyman. Sometimes it's almost... Oh, come on, dude. Your thumb is like up his ass. Come on. There you go. That's how you get it done, I'll tell you. I don't know why I climbed this if the person in jeopardy is like right fucking there.
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please. What have I done wrong?
Poke
Tell me, please.
and poke. And they're like, whoa shit, he just poked our guys. And I'm like, I sure did. That's a real big poke right there. Poke war. I'm gonna win it. Right. Come on. Oh yeah, I am the Poke War champion. You think you can out-poke me? That's right. I don't think so.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Right, we got him. Oh. Let's actually grab that first. Since it's highlighted. I bumped into him on accident. And he's like, die! Man, the shit it took to piss off the cops back in the day. I guess at the risk of, you know, commenting on social issues, this was a terrible choice. I'm just gonna kill him, screw it. This is much faster. Get up, Altair, what are you doing? At the risk of commenting on social issues, I suppose how quick, you know, law enforcement is to, put the hammer down on you really can vary kind of widely depending on both who and where you are, which is unfortunate, to say the least. But this is neither the time or place to comment on it, so I will leave it be. I'm too close. Okay, there I am.
Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution today.
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majduddin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
I'm just a non-assuming scholar. Totally harmless. Not armed to the teeth. You know, strapped with swords and knives and daggers and stuff. Nah, man. Where the map showing the location of the execution plaza. Aw, yeah. Let's go climb that viewpoint. Hello, Mr. Guardman. Please don't threaten me. I've only killed totally like dozens of your brethren so far in this city since I first arrived. All those, like maybe day or two ago. Why am I doing that, you ask? Why do I do anything? Because I can, and because the game tells me it might be a good idea.
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere
I sure like to proselytize? I think that's a word. I know what I mean to say, I just can't remember the word off the top of my head for some reason. Proselytize? One of the, I'm almost positive it's one of those two. It's simultaneously one of my favorite words, and also a word that I can't remember. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Surprise, motherfuckers! Aw, darn. That was as close to an air assassination as I could get. So it was worth a try. Come on. Come at me. Alright. If you're not gonna, I'll bring the party to you. Right in the dick. Man, I'm like terrible at counter kills today. I don't know what it is. But just generally speaking, I'm like awful.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know.
I
of
only
your
wish
sacrifice.
I could like jump in place like an idiot during those conversations. Where she's like, "Oh, the city will know of your sacrifice," and I'm just sitting here just like yeeting for no reason at all. Like I wish I could do that, but they won't let me.
All right, where are you? What happened?
Someplace where you are not, my dear guardman. That is where I am. Let this riddle be your guide. Or some cryptic nonsense like that.
You have no business here.
Do I? Don't I? That one. That's the one I meant. Alright, well this is a pretty small district, ultimately. So hopefully this won't... Oh, he just fucking... Wow, he just missed a stationary target. Like broski. It's not that tough. Oh, nice. I was gonna say, if I somehow don't get away, because I just got like punked by, you know, punked by a dude in the street, I'm gonna be unhappy. Come on, give me a hiding place. There we go. Just so I can get this shit over with. I like how he tried to shoot a stationary target just chilling on the balcony there, and he fucking missed. Like, I wasn't even that... This may be a couple dozen yards tops. And he just straight up, he just whiffed it. Like a bro. You're a professional soldier and an archer, and you just absolutely ate shit. Oh, the bench. Right. Because it's an eavesdrop conversation.
I am sorry, Ahmad. They came without warning.
My son? They have my son? What is to be done with him?
We did everything we could.
What is to be done with him?
He's to be executed. Today.
No, I won't allow it.
But what can we do? Majduddin will hear no appeals. He says there can be no barter with God's will.
This is not God's will, but madness. I'll go to him myself. Where is he?
He will attend the execution, perform it even. He enjoys the act. Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
Oh, he is performing it himself, huh? Well, that's a particularly juicy thing to... Oh, let's do that one first, actually. A particularly juicy thing to know?
Come no further.
Oh my god. Altair, get up there. Darn, I was so hoping I could climb that. Oh, I can't climb any of this. Never mind. I'm out. Badly, I might add. I'm not even piecing out good. Like it's some shit, bros. I don't care about the flag. I straight up do not. They are irrelevant to the story, and thus are irrelevant to me. Ooh, hey, he's one of my assassination targets. I don't suppose. There's like no universe in which I envision this working. Or it will. I admit, I did not think that that was going to work.
He's going to hurt himself.
Hey look, a citizen. Don't mind if I just stab you real quick here. Oh darn, that one was perceptive enough. And another one stabbed, and another one stabbed. Another one bites dust. Ah. At least since I got an upgrade to my sword damage, this shit goes faster than it otherwise would. Because it cuts the amount of times I have to hit them in like just about in half. Provided I don't just get a counter kill. Anyway.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
You're welcome, lady. Come on, give me the camera back. There we go. Kind of pisses me off that they're like, hey, look, vigilantes every time. And I'm like, no. Vigilantes? What a concept. Is it? I mean, it is. But is it? Is it really? Rather, the better question is, what are you going to do about it, Mr. Guardman? Oh, he's going to shoot arrows at me. That's what he's going to do. I just had to go and say it out loud, didn't I? What's funny is that he somehow lost track of me, and I'm not sure that happened because I barely moved. He shot at me. Like, he somehow can't see me, even though he's right there. Like, that's the guy. That's him right there. And whatever. I can still synchronize when he's searching for me. And as soon as I, like, swan dive off the thing into the hay pile, I will technically be hiding. You know, like I dive, and then it's just like, whoop, vanishing. So in the meantime, let's go grab that guy once I'm finished hiding in the bushes here. Oh yeah. We did it. We hid in the bushes like a real badass. But I mean, nobody can be high profile all the time, right? Mr. Informer.
Still need help from me. I'm not convinced I could be of any help. I have not been in town for a while. Well, not since Majduddin put a bounty on my head. Three of his men are after me. Perhaps your blade could help. Get rid of them, and I'll search my memory for something worth your while.
You're making me kill 3 guys?
For you to deliver a warning.
God damn.
Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him.
Well, this is probably going to end poorly.
We must end this before it
I need to
ever
move.
starts to begin.
Poor Mr. Guardman, who was standing right fucking there, notices what I've done. One of them is on a rooftop. So I've got that going for me.
The fires of war consuming the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It is a tragedy, but I say this is an honor.
Is that fucking guy who was shooting at me? Oh my god. Oh no, it wasn't. I was gonna say, if it's guy at me, at least I know categorically that guy is an idiot. But it was not. Not quite. Very close to the same position. But
Now I'm starting to understand why they call you the One. What could I tell you that would be of any help? Oh yes.
Well, I learned how to
Majd
fly.
Dûdin
I'll
enjoys
let you know.
lecturing his prisoners before executing them. While doing so, he turns his back to the crowd. I'm sure it is the perfect moment to strike. Does that help? Now I must go hide for a while.
That is actually some pretty good information. Anything that tells me more about the behavior of my target, the better. It can only help, you know?
None of us is above temptation. Should they act contrary to the law, no matter how minor it seems,
What?
they must
Get
be
up.
reported. A small crime today leads to larger ones tomorrow. Majd Dûdin will help. Only come forward so that he might know their names. There is no harm in naming them. Those among you who defy the law. We are nothing without our faith, without its rules and its direction. To defy it is to defy the one who leads us. Such behavior cannot be allowed.
I don't know, man. It seems kind of totalitarian to me. That's why, and I'm just going to come out and say it, I'm not a fan of theocracies generally as a form of government. Somebody who's not super religious one way or the other. I'm not a fan of, you know, somebody in religious authority somebody telling me what to do on the grounds of religious authority. Oh, the mercenaries get involved too, huh? Alright. I better beat him up first. Although if I beat the prophet guy up, the mercenary dude might leave me alone. Oop, wasn't paying attention. So did I take that guy out, or did I just trip him? Must have taken him out. Because he's not getting up.
Mercy on your soul. How can one expect to defeat me?
Uh-oh. My controller batteries are low. How many guys are gonna get in on this? I mean, I can take them all? Oh. Okay.
Enough! I still breathe, so you must desire more than just my life. What is it?
You know Majd Dûdin well?
Better than most.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you think?
I think
While
he
he's
hides
talking, I'm
something,
gonna change my
and I think you'll
controller
tell me
batteries.
what it is.
It's a veil. All of it. Men like me, we are meant to scare them.
Well, yeah, that did not quite go according to plan. In fact, I would say, yeah, it did. It failed
The ones he
spectacularly.
kills, not criminals, but dangerous all the same.
Dangerous to who?
His plans, their plans. Yes, he speaks of others. Those he works with, works for, perhaps. I am uncertain. They need the city, though. Controlling it is important to them.
Why?
You'll have to ask him yourself. Attend one of his executions. It's when he's most talkative, addressing the crowd, hands covered in blood.
Then we are done.
Yeah, I figured when I, took the batteries out of my controller, it would give me like a little pop-up notification like, hey, by the way, your controller's dead or your batteries fell out or whatever. I didn't figure it would fucking give me the whole kit and caboodle with the pause menu. Apologies for that, but they were gonna die, so I guess it was gonna happen at some point or another. So better that it happened on my own terms, you know.
He's going to run into someone.
Sure. Okay, that's not gonna work, clearly. That looks a little more promising. Yeah, here we go. How about if I know of it? Yeah, there we go. I'll just sidle my way over here. Guy's telling me to get down. Not doing that. Last guy shot at a stationary target and missed. So we'll see if this guy has any more wherewithal. He's pointing a bow at me, so he might. Again, he shot at me and missed. And once again, I must escape. Let's make my way generally kind of that way. Hey, dick. Oh, that'll work. Well, there's another bench over there, but this one will do the job. You know, probably.
What is it that you want? You must be
Your mom? No, I don't want your mom. No.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Let's pop out the short blade. Just for some, you know, variety's sake here. Yeah, that's a good way to die.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Yeah, man. That's what I do. Oh, farmer
Again,
man.
Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In
Are
these
you?
troubled times, they asked me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you.
As most
I
should.
must kill 2 of Majduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I will be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
Oh, would you know? What's it with you people and getting into pickles? Am I the only decent assassin in the whole goddamn thing now? Like, for fuck's sake. Nope. Stab that guy. There you go. That's what peak performance looks like. Sorry if it upsets you, but it's true. I know there's a viewpoint right here, but I feel like I should go talk to the guy before I accidentally, stub my toe and somebody sees me and they decide they want to
You are
stab
the
me.
best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard 2 scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
Still good to know there's scholars nearby. Those guys are damn useful. And they're just generally peaches to have around. Alright, let's go save a citizen and get punched by a random fucking guy as usual. That's close enough. Still faster than climbing up it the old-fashioned way. I'm a little surprised the second one fell for it. I don't know why I didn't parry the first time, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Somebody's after me. Let go of me. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Come on. I can just cheese that a little. That's good enough.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Will they? Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I was aiming for the ladder, but they don't let go of my camera for a good, like, couple seconds. They're like, hey, look, there's vigilantes. And I'm like, really? Vigilantes, you say? I've never seen those before. Please point them out to me immediately so that I might acquaint myself with the new advantage I've been given. And they're like, sick. All right, we'll do it. And I'm like, I was fucking kidding. But it's too late. It's always too late. Insert, like, you know, anime style, like, you know, like a ray of light from a window on me or whatever. Just for good measure. He's probably going to be unhappy that I'm standing on this little crow's perch here. What? Can you hop down, please? Thank you. Without jumping off and killing yourself. Because I've done that more than once. I'll admit. Not my finest moment. But, you know, it happens to every good. One time I fell off and I literally did the splits when I landed. Like I broke my pelvis. It was a little bit amusing. It was when I was doing busy work last time, so unfortunately I didn't get it on camera. But if it happens again,
I'll have your hand for that.
rest assured, I will. There will be a permanent record of it.
We must end this. Thief! You are filth!
I'll tell you do it.
Help!
Ala Rislik.
Come on, buddy.
It's good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Look at that. Vigilantes. Oh, okay, I'll grab the flag. There, I did it. There's one more person to save. I'm pretty sure I got all the viewpoints. I feel like it would be tough to be like, I didn't get all the viewpoints because this is such a small district. There sure is a murderer nearby. And it's me. I'm the guy. Waha! Skills to pay the bills, I suppose would be the phrase. Come on, guy. Seem a little effort. Oh shit. Thankfully, I can cheese this by just attacking him when he's on the ground. Good enough.
You've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Just because your enemy can't stand up, it's not reason for you not to stab them, after all.
What is that I'm thinking of? He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him.
I'm not. Well, I might. I was gonna say I'm not gonna hurt myself, but then I thought back to, you know what? I killed myself with a broken pelvis, and so you know, there's that. Yeah, it's a distinct possibility. I'm not gonna pretend that the chance does not exist because it does. But that's not important because I'm a professional. Okay, for sure. Now I gotta go back to Malik and be like, hey. I learned some shit, bro. hit me up with that feather
What
shit.
news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Jerusalem's regent Majd-ud-Din is holding a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but it's nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
As you wish. Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majd-ud-Din does not take his life.
I won't give him the chance.
So I hope.
Thank you for the feather, Malik. I know you ain't got any fucks to give, really. Come on, Dora.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Am I through the stone wall again? Nope. Haha. Alright. The western edge of Solomon's Temple. Just passing through, Mr. Guardman. I'm not gonna stab you if you don't shoot arrows at me. That's the deal. That must be the platform. I gotta get down. Might as well do it in a way that doesn't attract too much attention. That must be Majd-ud-Din.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem, hear me well. I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action? We do! Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice! And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
God curse you all! See how the evil of one man
That was well thought out.
corrupt others. They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe.
Is that DJ Khaled?
Here now are four filled with sin.
I don't know why.
The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic.
He kind of reminds me of
God's
facial, his
judgment
facial features. He
be
kind of
brought
reminds me of DJ
down
Khaled.
upon them all.
Oh, that's just great.
Succubus!
Oh my God! I keep getting shoved by people who are like,
He goes by many
you know, who
names.
just shove every, yeah, like that guy.
Sin remains the same. She turned her
I
back
suppose I could
on
just-
the teaching, defiled her body to advance her station.
What are you doing? I'll tell you.
Each
Get
man she
off the
touched
cart, please.
forever stained.
Oh my God! Stop shoving me into the guards,
Other men,
please.
but I did not. He means to murder me because I would not lie down with him.
Even now, offered redemption, she continues
Don't care.
to deceive.
Oh, I figured I would. Wow, really? He pushed me off the thing. I'm gonna be here for a minute. I can't even hit him while he's down. Although I could have swapped to the hidden blade in that moment. Might as well thin out the crowd a little bit, since he's determined to stand and fight and not run away after all. There, got him.
Your work here is finished.
No, no, it had only just begun.
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see
I think
the
I have
way
some
the
idea.
people cheered? The way they feared me. I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
Prophetic. Oh, ha, ha. I think I'll just fight my way out of here. This is a crowded enough kind of place. I didn't expect him to get stuck on the terrain there. Talk shit, get hit. You know, if more than one of them attacked at once, this would be a much different experience. I would just be stabbed, and I'd be dead, and they would be fine. But they won't. Are they gonna break ranks? Nice, they broke ranks. They were like, nah, I'm done. That's not gonna work. Second I go through that roadblock, they're just gonna be like, hey, I wanna stab you. Oh, I was hoping he'd fall a little further than that so I could just kill him.
Come quickly! Don't let him get away! He won't get away from me!
Wasn't really running, pal.
Stop him!
So can I not climb this? Oh my god. Well, I didn't take a bunch of fall damage inexplicably. That's good.
Come back here!
Nah. I've lost interest in all that shit. Ugh, I thought I might be able to tackle my way through them, but no dice. Hello, vigilante friends. Oh, dude. Considering I'm like the only guy in the city besides Scholars who wears white, I think I'd be easy enough to pick out of a crowd, really. You know, unless I'm in a mosque or something, like... You know, like what... Look at me applying logic to a game. Alright. How'd I do, Malik?
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an assassin should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Indeed it is.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And then I'm gonna go through the brick wall thing, and then it's gonna be like... Oh, nope, they're gonna kick me out. Since I can't move. And I'm also technically levitating? Oh. Thought I was gonna be magic! You know! But no dice. I get to have another conversation with asshole.
Get up. Whatever
that
you say,
guy.
Doc.
Yeah. Asshole Dr. Vidic.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
I'm pretty sure I know what that means, but before that, I'm gonna snoop through her emails like I did before. Assuming they let me, I guess. Unless they're not gonna let me. Does she have any more dialogue, or is she gonna wait until I go to sleep? I doubt she has anything more to say. Although I don't know why she hasn't left the...
Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
Alright, fine. But I can also get out of my room. I'm a sneaky gopher. She gone? Yeah. She gone. Not like there's a... Every one of these blinking red lights, I'm pretty sure every one is some kind of security device. And I'm just walking around. And somehow I'm supposed to be thinking that they just don't notice this, you know? Oh, there's more. An outbox. Oh, she's looking into this whole Leela thingy that Warren threatened. You don't want to end up like Leela. He threatened her with that once, and so she's looking into it. Alright, I know I covered that, and I covered that, and I covered that, so this is new. Not authorized to discuss this employee or the circumstances regarding her departure from the company. I'm writing to inquire about the death of this Leela Marino character. I don't know if you were working here at the time. There's apparently some kind of accident, but I'm unable to find any information. The coroner's office indicated that her file had been sealed. It was a suicide. Why is this so sensitive? Indeed. Vidic. Oh, she talked to... So it was from someone to Lucy, and her correspondence people were CC'd in. I'm unable to respond further. I have CC'd Alan Rickon on this email. Please direct all further questions to him. Thank you. And then Vidic was like, in his terrible, fucking unpunctuated typing, which bothers me. She killed herself. Something about a relationship with a kid named Newman. Don't dip your pen in the company ink. Now drop it. That's not ominous at all. So last time I couldn't get into this computer. I don't think anything's probably changed about that. Unless it's just something like some menu thingy I can't see because it's covered by the little broadcast dealie. I guess it could be. I kind of doubt. Well, it says access denied, so I'm assuming no, I can't get in there yet. Again, it's not like there's a fucking camera pointed right fucking at me or anything like that. But I guess that means it's bedtime. So that we might be able to advance, assuming there's nothing in my closet that got snuck in there like last time. Might as well snoop the head. Anything in my toilet? No? Yeah. No. Nothing? No. Nothing, huh? Alright. Guess I'll go to bed. Have a little, cryptic flash of flit. Or whatever. The following morning. Nobody to fucking stand over me like a creep when I get out of bed, huh? Well.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Ooh. He's kind of unhappy. Anything to say? I bet he doesn't if he's in that kind of a mood. Still an asshole, Doc dude. I just want you to know that.
Work, Desmond?
Not really, but alright. Since I'm technically a prisoner here.
You've been exposed. Killing some of your pursuers will make it easier to escape.
It's not like I have a choice. That we run in and then we turn on a dime. Except we didn't.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask them. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Aqqa with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. but they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Piece of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert des Sables must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert des Sables is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
You know, you'd think, if they're looking for a guy in white, it would be really advantageous to wear a different color. You know, if they're looking out for somebody who matches my exact description, I should probably try to alter that, you would think. Aw, nice. Defense break. Fuck yeah. They're gonna make me practice, I bet. Well, maybe not. Nope, they're not. And that's perfectly fine with me, to be honest. Alright, this one ran really long, but I don't know. I feel like the interactions with Malik in the Assassin Bureau in Jerusalem, they're just so good. Because he's like the most personal of the Rafiqs that you can speak to. But anyway, on that note, hopefully this fucking stream doesn't cut me off this time, as I say. You know, I will be picking it up again when I get to one of the 2 cities in question. And so I will see you, good viewer, people, persons, what have you, in the next one.